Filming? Okay, good. So 2020 guys, here we are, the end of the year. It's been a mad, emotional one, but there's one thing I've came out from this and I've kept it to myself, and I always say to myself is don't live from everyone else's success because your own is just around the corner. Now put that into perspective as to what's happened this year. If there's, been a way in which you've been supporting someone or you've been doing work for someone and they're being successful, always, think to yourself, I could always be better. I could have my own image. I could be me. I could create my own success. Make sure you take that into 2021 with you. But for now, let's rewind, have a recap on how my year started. January. This is where I wanted to, take things a little bit further. I wanted to treat myself. I really wanted to get something that I could really enjoy. And that was the BMW 135i. It was an absolutely incredible car. I could not fault it in the slightest. It was a one-off. It was the only one I seen at the time in that, as an LCI in the lime rock grey. It was an awesome car. I bought the car, I loved it. And it was also around that sort of time as well, owning the car, we hit 15,000 subscribers, which was insane. It was absolutely incredible, and I was overwhelmed with the response that I was getting from the car, etc. But within that ownership, Boris gave this lovely little announcement.
From this evening, I must give the British people a very simple instruction. You must stay at home.
So therefore, on the 23rd of March this year, Boris announced that we go into a national lockdown. And what a shock it was. Everyone had so many plans. We all wanted to do so many good, crazy things for the year. But we went into a lockdown due to this virus that's currently ongoing now. I carried on creating content, and so did many other YouTubers. And it's what we needed to keep us all sane. I think it was just, we're human beings. We love to watch stuff. We like things being created. We are who we are. Prior to Boris announcing the lockdown, I did start off a very successful, in my opinion, series, which was my £500 to £15,000 series. Now this was a journey I really enjoyed doing. I tried to carry it on through lockdown, but within rules and regulations, I had to keep within those rules, and I did try within my best. And I didn't. It's not like I went against them. I didn't. But yeah, we did get that series, and it was absolutely incredible. I loved it, and I still love it to this day. It's so informative for you guys to, create your own success. It goes back to me saying, don't live from everyone else's success because your own's around the corner. It's me putting that into, real life. I want to show you, I want to share that with you guys. I want you to create your own business, or I want you to go out and make your own money for yourself. Working for someone is great at times. Where I currently work at Globe Motors, it's awesome. We've had a cracking year. It's my best mate's company. I couldn't ask for anywhere better to be. He's so flexible with everything I do, and it works really well. That's why I don't mind working it. But for those of you guys that work for big companies and you don't really like what you're doing, take some time out and go recap on all the videos I've done regarding that. It will help you out so much, and it'll make you so much money as well if you put your mind to it. Trust me guys, it's definitely worth it. But I had a great time with those cars. We've had ups and downs like you do with buying and selling cars, and it's just the way it is. So yeah, moving along. April this year. Now I lost a very close relative of mine. It was like having your best friend as well, bringing you up throughout your life, and that was my granddad. I unfortunately lost my granddad in April. It was a very hard time for myself and my family. It still gets me to this day right now. Like it's so heartwarming. I'm so glad that he's in a better place now, because I don't know if you guys know, I'm Christian, so a lot of my nan's side of the family, we have the beliefs. I used to go to church and everything with them, but I'm so happy he's in a better place now, and it sort of made me feel that it gave me the, like, what did I even start? It made me feel as if I need to spend more time with my family. Like, business is great, what you're doing is great, but the reason why I haven't uploaded for about a week or 2 weeks is because I've been spending time with family and friends. And the reason being is that I never actually got to spend much time with my granddad towards the end of his life. And I wish I really did. I really wish I did. And now I can never get that moment back. I can never have that final moment with him and my family because I wasn't there. And it's so destructive against myself because I hate myself every day for the fact that I wasn't there or around them more. I've been to visit my nan recently and she's great, which is good. But guys, spending time with your family most definitely means a lot. It's one of those things, and that's now something I'm taking on board with me. I get so caught up, and I'm sure a lot of you do as well, with business, working, building your own cars, doing whatever you're doing, gaming. It is such a mind F. I'm not going to swear, but it takes over us. Psychology is so strange. And don't let it do that. It's with our phones as well. The way we are in this world now with our mobile phones and everything, we're so attached to things like that instead of everything else that's going on in the world. And I've realised that this year. And that's why now I do take time to step back and realise that I can go out and have a good time with my friends. I know obviously now we're in lockdown and it's difficult, but prioritise your family, your friends. It's what, you know, it's what means the most to yourself, 100%. Now, in April as well, we started bringing Shannon onto the channel. Now, Shannon is my girlfriend. We've been together a fair while now, and she's been with me thick and thin through everything. She's awesome. Like every relationship, you have your little arguments, your ups and downs, but you do. And having someone that's supportive of you for what you do is incredible. You need someone like that in your life. If there's someone that's bringing you down, I couldn't deal with it. I've had it before in the past. I've had crappy relationships. I've had things that just do not work. But having someone like that supports you for thick and thin, and we've got a very big announcement coming for you guys soon, which we're going to be putting on the channel, but that can wait. But yeah, this is just me saying thank you to Shannon for this year, for being there for me and helping me through thick and thin. So love you lots. Okay, so come around to the June time. Lockdown restrictions were becoming low and things were evening out a little bit. We thought we had a bit of hope. Now in June, I filmed a video with Corey from Wrap Capital. As you guys know, he's got the fluorescent or multicolored wrapped RS3 built by himself and Bevo from Bevo Tuning. It's an incredible car. It's now featuring on Officially Gas channel twice. It's just been in OG battles. He's done the South proud. And you know, people like Corey is great to have around yourself in your life. Local companies, that's something I really can't stress enough, guys. Corey and Simon from Bevo Tuning are two great people I've known now for a long time, and I would happily every day of the week speak about their businesses. They've been great to me, and you always have to give back. They've always been amazing, and I hope this year in 2021, me, Simon and Corey, and anyone else that's local that I find or want to get involved with, we create something incredible. And that's just the way it is. Like, local companies, guys, check them out, you know, give them the love and the support they need. Although they're both very successful, Simon and Corey anyway. But yeah, guys, just local companies, I always feel you should give them the love. Get them involved with what you do. It's all about creating something. You know, they might have something that you want, or you think you can create from that. Like with Corey and Simon, I've done things with both of them that I never thought I'd do. Corey's created my Clio into what it is from his own design. Simon's taken me out on Lamborghinis and crazy cars I never thought I'd be able to even experience. So without any of those opportunities, I wouldn't be, you know, as happy and where I am right now without those guys. So that was in June. Shout out to Corey, smashing out at the minute. Great guy, the company's amazing, and Simon's doing a great job as well. So check them both out, guys. These links in the description down below, and that's that. We then moved on to at Global delivering cars during lockdown. We switched things up. We basically changed it all so that you guys could still get your cars, but we deliver it to you. Now this is, I wouldn't say this is where it started, the crazy road trips that me and Chris have always been having, but it's definitely up there with one of the craziest road trips I've ever done in my life. 1,000 miles to deliver a customer's car up in Scotland, we are right down in the south as well. And it was amazing. We went, you know, we met a guy up there who's awesome, the customers awesome. The customers we meet along this whole journey is absolutely incredible for working at Global. There's so many nice people out there. It's just so heartwarming to see them all and see their happy faces. That's what we love down here at Global, is all of that. But yeah, the 1,000-mile round trip, wow, it was a killer. And I think we did that within 24 or 48 hours, I can't remember off the top of my head, but it was within a certain amount of time. But that's what we do, that's who we are, it's what we love. We're committed people for that sort of stuff, and we love it. Every single day, we absolutely love it. Not long after that crazy road trip, I sold the 135i. Now, was it a good idea or was it a bad idea? Me personally, looking back now, I think it's a bad idea, but you can't always look at things like that. If you live in regret, then just don't live in regret ever. It's pointless, because you won't move on from that, and you won't want to create anything else or do anything different. So don't ever live in the past, really, from your regrets or anything you sell, anything. It's nice to have it there as a memory. Look at it as a good memory, something you've created, something you've bought, something you've had that you really loved. It's there now as a memory, and you've enjoyed that moment. So don't worry about it. I loved that car, I really, really did. It was absolutely incredible, like I've said already. But I sold it. I know a chap that's got it now. He's quite local, which is relatively, you know, nice to see and have. But yeah, we sold the 135i. So what was next? So what happened next was a bit of a surprise, actually, believe it or not. We moved on to a caddy van and a Renault Clio RS200. It's a weird thing to do, I know, going from a BMW 135i, and the amount of comments I had afterward was relentless. It was unbelievable. But there was reason behind it, and I had an image in which I seen and I wanted, and that was for me to basically have a race car, build a race car, go racing with it, or even enter just some track days for the time being, and have the caddy to daily around and tow with. Now, I learned that down the line, the caddy wasn't, you know, really a good vehicle to tow with. It was an awesome van though. It was the best van. I had some awesome times with it. I went to a festival with Shannon, one festival I could actually go to this year. I can't remember which one it was now, it was a car one. But I went to that and we stayed in the back of it. It was so comfy. It's such a practical vehicle, and it's great for commercial use as well, guys. So caddy vans are sweet vehicles. I do miss that one. It was definitely a very cool van. But obviously the Clio as well. The Clio is sweet. Me and Chris both bought Clio RS200s. We wanted to get into this, do it properly, and that's what we done. We bought one each. I had a factory cup, white one, and Chris had a red full fat cup RS200. And we started building them. It was awesome. But before any of that, let's show you guys what actually happened before we, this is where we are right now, the new Global.
Tank full of gas, and when I pull up to the scene, she gon' bring me some cash. Coming out the quarantine with a blade and a mask. I'm in a hoopty, finna bounce with a cutie, ride around with a groupie and a doobie, roll the stang in the ass. I got a thought in the front, and a op in the back, kicking trunk, hit a thump. That's the bump from the tracks. Burp on the track, I smoke that, got potion, Cruising blunt to the brain, doing donuts in the rain. Spewing O's and Mary Jane out the window of the range.
So yes, we moved into the new global unit. Honestly, we busted our asses for hours, countless hours and days putting work into this unit to get it how it was. Dryverse came down, made an awesome opening day video, so credit goes to them. It was awesome that they come down and done that. It was just so nice to have everyone there still within, you know, it was within the time that we came off lockdown for a bit. And all the cars that were outside, all the friends, all our family was there for an achievement that we've all come to. Like Chris started this company 3 years ago now, I believe. He's 26 years old. And just to see my best mate happy was awesome. It was nice to see him happy around his family. And it was good for me to be part of that because I really liked it a lot. It was so nice to bring even my parents down and show them like what we've created. Like Global was not just a dealership for myself and Chris. You know, we are our own little family now, especially now we've got Connor. But we'll get into Connor in a bit because he's not actually come in yet. But yeah, it's like sort of like a little family now. We are who we are, and it's cool that we've created this throughout the year. The Global has jumped a huge amount since starting 3 years ago, and I'm happy to have been a part of that with Chris. So yeah, that is the this is the new Global, guys. It's sweet. Now back to the Clio. I started stripping it out, having a great time, getting modifications done, and it was all sweet. I was loving the car, it was incredible. It was new to me, it's French. I know you're all like, wow, it's French, he's bought a French car, he used to hate French cars, I hate French cars. Trust me, I always used to think, yeah, French cars I always used to think were crap, but they're absolutely incredibly well-engineered cars. The chassis on the RS200s, the Megane RS250s are just something else. Like, it's you can't describe it. I've driven a lot of cars now, and I love it. And I've been loving this whole build I've been doing with this Clio. It's been an amazing journey, like so amazing. And this is where it brings me into someone I've met who's a really nice, genuine guy, and who he works with, who has to work with him, are a bunch of awesome guys as well. So that's Darren from BD Performance. Now me and Chris came across, well, Darren, I think it was July, August time, through George, GCM, so shout out to George. Darren's a very nice guy. He's he's got a very well reputable company, BD Performance. They are awesome. The first time we done a video with Darren, or I did a video, was when we borrowed his Audi, I think it was Q7. And we had to go to Ireland to pick up a car, but it was the most stupid 24 hours or 48 hours I've had in my life. I've never had such a stressful time with Chris. We went to Holyhead, and then we had to go over we couldn't get on the ferry, and it was just all chaos. It was just ridiculous. That puts me back to this moment where, well, I'll put the clip in now what sort of happened.
Right lot, so you wouldn't be able to believe what's happened. As you all knew, we was on the way to Ireland, destined to leave at about I think it was 2 o'clock, wasn't it? 2?
10 past 2.
10 past 2. Got there at 5 past 2. Can't go on, mate. It's alright. Sick one. Couldn't make it onto the ferry, so
to go for a spray booth.
Me and Chris sat like literally like shaking our asses off in the ferry port for a good 2 hours trying to figure out what are we gonna do.
We're stuck in Holyhead.
We're stuck in Holyhead.
This isn't even our car.
We're in Darren's car still, outside of Lidl's. Right? Chris has somehow managed to blag his way through with some Irish chap from Irish Ferries, who's now letting us get on a ferry at 2:30. It's not 2:30 you were thinking of, it's 2:30 in the morning. So, we left this morning at 3:30. We're now still floating around an Holyhead. We've got about 8 hours to kill. So we thought, screw it. We'll have some food and get fucking on it.
Let's get drunk.
We're just gonna get some bevies down us. Chris and I are gonna be driving for a good fucking 24 hours. So why not get on the drinks whilst we're in Holyhead until we land in bloody Ireland? Let's hope this time actually happens, eh? So we've been searching far and wide and we come across Cumbria Inn. It literally looks like the smallest pub I've ever seen in my life, but they've got a fish and chippy right next door. So
yeah, we missed the ferry. It was chaos, but that wasn't really the end of it. We got over there in the end, got the car back, and Chris was driving a Seat and I was driving back the Audi, and as if by magic there was a crater coming out of the tyre. It was just, you couldn't play it. It couldn't be, put together. It was so ridiculous. So I was going down the road like vroom, 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 like this. The whole car was going mental. I tried to put a spare on. We couldn't even put a spare wheel on, I don't think, or something like that. We couldn't do anything because something wouldn't fit, or we couldn't pump something out. I can't remember what it was now, but I'm overlaying these clips anyway of just everything that was happening. And then we ended up going to the garage, and then we got back to Darren, and it was just one thing after another. Everything else was going wrong. We had to then go pick up another car which had a flat tyre, and those 48 hours or 24 hours, whatever it was, I think it was 48, it was just chaos. But it's part of what it is. It was great fun as well because we had so many laughs and I loved it. Like the memories we were creating, I'm so glad we document it because it's just so damn good to look back on, guys. It's absolutely incredible. I had such a good time. But yeah, that was like the first time probably doing something with Darren. He was like, yeah, just take the Audi. And we did, and we got to that absolute carnage and came back with a spare wheel. Poor Darren, I feel so bad now. It was mad. Okay, so towards the end of August, another crazy thing happened, something that hit home to me. I've had a lot of those moments, I guess, this year. It's very strange because I don't usually, but I almost lost my license. So yeah, it was a bit of a serious one. So there was a video of when I used to have my 135i, and this was months ago now. This is after I sold the car, so I didn't even own the car anymore, and I still got done for this. So there was a little clip of what seemed to me looking like I was doing a burnout. It was unintentional. It literally was. There's so many different modes on the BMW. There's 4 different modes, but the throttle response is so different on all of them. There was basically, I was watching myself in a courtroom with people of me basically doing sort of a burnout. It was, it wasn't something I'm proud of. I've come away from that, and that's why I've started to go into track a bit more. So yeah, almost me losing my license, definitely a lesson learned. I'm 23 years old. I was hoping that video hit home to a few people because they are out there watching what we do online. Everywhere now, they are watching what we do. So we need to be careful, guys. If you want to go do mad shit, go to a track. That's what I do now. Yeah, it's still great fun. You can do drifting on track, you can do burnouts on some tracks, you can do all sorts of crazy stuff. But yeah, that hit home. That was a very touching video for me to create about me coming back from being at court to almost lose my job. Luckily, I ended up getting 3 points. So I was very, very lucky, and I was definitely counting my lucky stars that day. I think my granddad was looking down at me that day. Now we headed up to see my friend Darren again from Media Influence. We was doing some bits in the Clio this time. I've been up a few times with Darren to do bits on the Clio. It was very fun. I've had a great time with the lads. Every single time I've been up, we was doing bits in the car because we was getting it ready for its first proper track day, and it was exciting. It was really fun. It was like me getting into my childhood dream of wanting to be like a race car driver. So I was there like, oh, I'm actually getting a car built properly now. It's happening. I've stripped everything out. We've got all the mods going on. I've got these great guys around me helping me do this build. It's a really good moment when you've got all that going for you. So that was great. And then we moved on to the actual track day itself, which was a wet one. Of course it's going to be a wet track day every time. I think I've actually had one track day this year that it's been dry, so that's British weather for you. It was horrendous, but I guess that's just the way it is. I don't know, it was annoying, put it that way, but we still got some really good footage. It was great for me. I had a chap that was behind me, I think it's called Bradley Burns, so his Instagram's Bradley Burns Racing. He was in a clear behind me. I spoke to him afterwards on Instagram. He's a really nice guy, he gave me some pointers, spoke about a few things, you know, maybe we could link up in a year and stuff. So it was nice, it was a good day. I learned a bit, learned how to drive in the wet, and yeah, that happened. September, we had to sell the Caddy. It was a sad moment for me, but that's when I realised I wanted to get into racing properly, start doing it in 2021, and the Caddy wasn't going to be able to tow legally. And anyway, it would have just been absolute carnage, and I don't really want to risk anything. I've seen people tow the Caddy, but you know, I just wanted something with a bit more brute and a bit more force. So Caddy had to go. It was a very sad day for me seeing the Caddy go, but it was a cool Caddy. I loved it to bits, I really did. It was awesome. I had a good few memories in that for the time I had it, and it was great to look at, even for a van. So yeah, but what did we replace it with? We replaced it for a few weeks later with the current car I've got now, which is my Audi A5 3 litre V6. I mean, it's an awesome daily, and it could pull loads. It can't pull obviously as much as like a 4x4 or a Chris Zamarok or a Ranger, but it'll do the trick, and it's an awesome car. It's a great daily, it sounds amazing. Obviously you can get the 2 litre diesel if you want to be a bit more fuel efficient, but I just wanted that sick sounding noise, and I was really happy with the car. When I picked it up, it's got a crazy good spec, and overall it's a really good car. Audis are just well built, they're just always really well built, and it's something, you know, Simon obviously is a big man on, Bill Bever Tuning's a big man on Audis, he loves Audis, and I can see why now. There's so much comfortability within the cars, and they're great, they're well built, and they don't really go wrong. So yeah, I picked up the A5, which was awesome. We then head down to one of my good friends, like I said, Corey from Rap Capital, to drop the Clio off and get it wrapped. We was gonna put race liveries on both our cars, me and Chris. We was at the point now where we had loads of modifications done to the car. I'm sorry I haven't included every single one because it's going to be a very long video else, but you can kind of see the build up of the car through my Instagram and everything else as well. But yeah, we got the car wrapped, we came back, and yeah, this was pretty much our reaction to that. Oh mate,
That's naughty. Mate,
That is fucking cool, isn't it?
oh mate, you got fucking pissing me with the black and the blue. But that's naughty. That is cool. That is fucking cool.
Mate.
Do that dance again? What was that
Oh,
fucking?
I ain't doing no dance. That's fucking mental. State of that. The absolute state of it. Fucking mental.
So as you can see, we was very happy. Like it was incredible. It was the first ever time I had a car wrapped. It was such an amazing experience to go down, especially with the 2 booths, to pick up both the cars. It was amazing. Corey, what an amazing job he did. It was absolutely incredible, and I'm so grateful for that he came up with that design, because we said to him, look, just take the cars, think of a design yourself. I knew he was a very creative guy, and he came out of that, which was absolutely awesome, and I loved it. We both loved it. It was amazing, and looking back on it now, it's definitely something, a highlight of the year, 100%. It was awesome. We then took on our newest member of Global Motors, the new member of Team Global, which is Connor Maddox. So he's a great lad. I believe he's just turned 20 now, for me making this video. He was 19 at the time, but he's working with us now So congrats to Connor for getting the job here at Global. We're all a good little family, loving life and doing what we're doing. It's great. I couldn't, you know, imagine being working anywhere else right now, because we're all having a mad time here every time. We are Team Global. We're a good bunch of lads and we absolutely love it. But yeah, Connor's first day of work was an exciting one, and it was an exciting one for all of us. So 26th of October, what a memorable day this was for all of us, and a lesson learned for myself, and like I said, Connor's first day at Global. Well, it wasn't at Global, but it was with us for his first working day. We decided to go to Castle Combe. I wanted to try out my new setup. Where I was running my new Team Dynamics, new spring rates put on, and I had brand new AR1 semi-slick tyres on a wet day. So you can probably see where this is going. I ended up coming off at Quarry Corner, just before Quarry Corner at Castle Combe. Lift off oversteer. I was braking whilst basically, you know, all the weight went to the front of the car and I was braking and I lost control. Luckily, it wasn't a crazy amount of damage, it was just all front end stuff. Somehow, I don't even know how, I can't even explain how, the front splitter survived. So Wheeler Motorsport, shout out to you guys, because you've made something that's pretty much apparently indestructible. But the car, yeah, the car was not looking in a great way. I learned a lesson from this. It was my fault personally, because I knew after straight away what I'd done wrong. I was doing about 110, 150 mile an hour past two cars on the right hand side, which is where you're supposed to take over anyway, but I was staying too far to the right hand side. I just braked way too late as well, so I pretty much anchored up at the wrong time, because you're supposed to brake off easily there. I went in too hard and that was the end of that. So yeah, the car was no good for a little while. But luckily, there's a God out there, Darren from BD Performance, and this guy, he's amazing. He goes out and beyond and out his way for me. He helps me out so much, and that's a guy I can't thank enough this year who's done so much for me, is Darren from BD Performance. He had one of the guys from the South Wales branch come down, pick up my car and take it up to him to help get rebuilt. And it was just so mind-blowing, because I was in a bit of a situation where, like, financially it was going to be difficult because I wanted to go racing next year, and he helped me out so much. And this is where it goes on to the part in where Darren had the car up at BD Performance and it was all getting built up, redone and everything like that. They had their own series that they were doing, so if you haven't already checked out BD Performance YouTube channel, go have a look. You can see the rebuild of the car being done, so that was awesome. And it was like, you know, it was really nice to get the car back eventually anyway. It was so nice to have the car back, having it all rebuilt. I went up there, seen the chaps, sprayed the inside. It was flipping amazing just to see the car back in one piece. It was so good. But yeah, I'd probably say Connor had a sick first day, to be honest. Yeah. And then at the beginning of this month, December, well, towards the end of November, beginning of December, I met Nick from Ducks Fabrication. What an awesome guy, so down to earth. I'm so happy I met him and I got recommended him to get the exhaust on an A5, which now sounds absolutely incredible. The GTR sound in A5, actually no, I better not say that before anyone starts kicking off. I'm joking guys, I'm joking. It sounds similar to a GTR still though, so I'm not taking that one away. But yeah guys, it's an awesome sound exhaust system, and seeing his work, I gained so much, you know, I gained so much from Nick. He was such a good influence for people out there in the world, for basically saying that you can create anything, you can do what you want, you can be who you want. He was all self-trained via YouTube. He wasn't taught this at school or went to college or anything for that. He was taught via YouTube. How incredible is that? That is the power of technology these days, and that is why videos are so damn important and so you know, informative. Like, schools are good, but the way the world's going is that you're learning so much more from seeing it on a video. And that's just the way it is. That's how the world is adapting. That's how everything's changing. Nick was awesome. I cannot fault the guy at all. The work he done was incredible. I spent 2 days with him filming. It was a laugh. We had a great time. We both had a really good laugh. And I'm actually going down to see him very soon anyway as well. So yeah, Nick, shout out to you, Ducks Fab. If you haven't checked out the exhaust videos on A5, go have a look, give Nick a follow, give him a call, give him a message, do whatever you do, guys. Just get involved with Nick. He's a really good guy. He deserves, you know, he deserves the clout, definitely 100%. And so yeah, guys, that is a wrap for the year so far. It's been amazing. I've created so many memories, even though we've been in a lockdown due to a virus, a pandemic. I've still been able to create so many memories with people. I've lost someone very close to my heart along the way, which, you know, I think about him all the time. And it's horrible losing a family member, it really, really is. But you've got to be strong. They're in a better place now. And if anyone's been affected by this virus, my thoughts go out to you, your families and everything. It's a very horrible and tough time for us all. But guys, don't let this be the end for you all. Don't be here now, because I know we're going into another lockdown again. Don't be freaking out about it. Don't worry about it. Will it be okay? Just put your mind to it. A lot of things in this world and everything these days, it's all in your head. Like, a lot of it is. It's so weird the way the government and everyone can manipulate you. It's so strange. Like, I don't believe in some things that's going on at the minute, but that's me. But you can believe whatever you want to believe. But there's so many stories and there's so many conspiracies and out there. But that is the year, guys. So is this the end? Like, is this the end of this virus? I'm not too sure. I'm hoping these vaccines can help everyone out and we can all get on to our normal lives again in 2021. Have a mad one. I want to create something big for 2021. I want to bring you guys something new, something crazy. I want to get into my racing. I want to do everything. I want to create meets. I want to, you know, go above and beyond. I want to take my editing to another level. I want to commit more to you guys and, you know, everything. But I've got a big announcement coming anyway in January with Shannon. So we've got that coming, and there's gonna be loads more things I want to plan for next year. There's a lot more YouTubers I want to get in touch with and link up with, and, you know, share creativiness. Is that even a word? Share our creative thoughts. There we go, Luke, Jesus Christ. Yeah, share our creative thoughts, and that's the way it should be. We should all be, you know, as DMO DJ says it now, turning L's into W's, which is, you know, something great I've recently seen as well. I used to hate the guy, believe it or not, but he's actually out there at the minute doing something different, and he is sort of now becoming positive and, you know, changing ways, which is good to see. And, you know, I respect that. So you know, like I said, don't live in your past. I used to hate the guy, but now, I sent him a message the other day. I was like, look, you know, I respect what you're doing now at the minute. You're taking things to another level. You're definitely doing things differently. So respect to that chap. He's doing well. His family and that all seem really good, which is great. And I wished everyone, you know, I went through the other day and I wished a lot of YouTubers and close people that are close to me a happy Christmas, and, you know, that everyone has a good year for next year and that we can all link together and stuff, because that's what it's all about. I think we should all, you know, it's good to be selfish, obviously, in your own ways. You want your own image, but to be together as a whole, do some mad shit, you know, whatever you want to do, we all should link up sometime. Everyone in this community, we all should just have a good time, but just, let's all not go too ham and do crazy illegal shit, because, you know, I know things can get a bit overwhelming at times and we all get a bit mad. But anyway, guys, that is the video. I'm blabbering on way too much now. I want to say a massive thank you all to this year. It's been amazing. I'm now at 25,000 subscribers. I believe I started the year off at about 15,000 or just under. So we gained 10,000 people, 10,000 of you this year. Let's try and hit 50k. 50k is the next milestone. Even 100k this year would be absolutely incredible. But I want to go on some mad journeys. I am who I am. I'm Luke Bourne. I'm 23 years old. I work at Global Motors and I make content for you guys watching at home. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching today's video. If you've enjoyed it, smash a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new, and hit that bell button to be notified every single time I upload. If there's anything you want to check out, I've got a lot of links in the description down below. If there's anything you want to find out what's going on in my life, Usually I post it on my Snapchat or my Instagram, which will be in the links in the description down below, guys. But yeah, thank you for an amazing year, for all of you guys watching, and for everyone that's been involved with my life as well. You've all been amazing. You know exactly who you are. I can't tag everyone because it's just ridiculous amounts, but I've had so many people this year that have been really good to me. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you all next year, and take it easy. Bye for now.